Give the gift that keeps on giving. COVID-19. Ring, ring, ring in the new year with the sting, sting, sting of a deep, painful cough, whooping or otherwise. Twas the week of COVID Christmas, and all across the land, people began to gather with family they could not stand. O'er dinner they mumbled and tried to bite their tongue. Throughout the night they would drunken, and soon there would be no more fun. Before the families had a visit from old Saint Nick, racist uncles and drunk aunts began to politic. Banter turned sour like Aunt Janine's eggnog, and it continued for hours and turned into quite a big slog. Fists were thrown mightily, more than just feelings were hurt. This bitch spilled wine on my brand new Christmas shirt! As blows were traded, both verbal and non, little Chrissy Christmas had lost faith. The holidays could not go on. But what's that? Chrissy shouted. He could not believe. Why, it's the sound of bells ringing on this Christmas Eve. These bells were not those of sleighs or of deer. The bells were coming from a place that was much more near. Bursting through the door came his trusty new wife. I'm here to save Christmas. Call me Saint Rick tonight.
Hey.
Everyone stopped arguing. They dropped their petty squabbles. They set down their beers and their empty Malort bottles. Now let's gather round, Saint Ricky announces. I'll tell you the tale of the Judgies, she kind of mispronounces. On Reddit, on Facebook, on Venmo, on Twitter, on MySpace, on Insta, on TikTok and Tinder. There are people in the world much more bitter than we, so let's read about their pain and fill ourselves with some Christmas glee. She read posts about assholes and cheaters galore, bad cats and bad dogs with a terrible snore. The family, they laughed, they forgot all of their sorrows, and they set aside their differences, at least till tomorrow. Watching through the window, who's that do we see? Oh, that's no one special. That's the narrator. That's me. Yes, I wasn't invited to the party. I'm cool, that's fine. I'm doing just great on my 6th bottle of wine. Though if they saw me staring, I'm sure they'd all fright. I'm glad there was a Merry Christmas for all, and for all, a good night.
Wow.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the merriest place on the internet.
Oh
my gosh.
My name's Josh.
I'm Rick. Sorry. Should I say Old Saint Rick?
And I'm little Chrissy. What'd you call me?
Chrissy Christmas.
Little Chrissy Christmas here.
And we are the
Judgies.
Judgies. Of course, it's the Christmas episode. And that wasn't, I didn't even write that. That was an original I found online.
That was just freaking off the dome, dude.
I found that online. Somebody else mentioned the Judgies. I don't know. It's completely weird.
Well, it must have been like I'm a fan or something. I don't know.
It was a 5-star review, actually. Somebody left a review with an entire cover of a Christmas poem.
Hopefully you see this before you record the Christmas episode.
I mean, yeah, they left it in August, so
I just want to make sure there's plenty of time.
the podcast wasn't even out yet, and they... Wait, it's past August. Fuck.
Uh-oh. How's it going, guys?
It's going, man.
Oh, you know.
You guys ready for this merriest of Merry Christmases?
Yes, and I've got a little gift for our listeners. One of our listeners had texted me the pronunciation of that horrible name from one of our previous episodes. I wildly mispronounced it. I said it was like, what? Nikki
Foros. Yeah.
Okay. So it's actually pronounced Nicephorus.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, I should know because what I was saying, Phoros, is kind of like phosphorus.
You fucking idiot. You dumb, stupid idiot.
I know, I'm so dumb. So it's Nicephorus.
I wanted to correct you the whole time, but I didn't want to make a big deal out of it.
And our listener pointed out that it sounds like Bucephalus, which is a famous horse, hence the horse joke.
No.
But I don't think that the person that made the joke understood that. So
they might have.
I doubt it.
And on the count of 3, we name whose horse that is, guys. 1, 2, 3.
Caesar.
Alexander the Great.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
I named my horse Bucephalus, so it is weird because I have a horse named Bucephalus, and I should have put 2 and 2 together that it was pronounced.
You do not have a
Nicephorus.
horse named Bucephalus.
Well,
Shut
he
up.
died, but
Oh.
don't bring it up.
Ouch.
Don't worry, it was mutual.
It was,
It was a state approved euthanasia.
I have so much
Oh my
glue now,
gosh.
guys.
I have so much glue.
It's really
Hope you're
holding
ready
this
for your Christmas
podcast.
presents.
It's holding the podcast together. All this glue from this horse I
But
killed.
yeah, thanks to our listener for sending that in for us, because
Making us realize we're fucking dumb.
I'm dumb.
Yeah, I mean, we do share a very, like, we're the only people we hang out with, so we do hold a somewhat limited worldview.
That's true.
So we do, you know what, listeners, keep it up. Call us out.
Yes, please.
Make us feel like idiots.
Oh,
We'll
no.
share that gift of knowledge with the rest of you, since
Josh,
we
you must
aren't
not be-
giving it to you to begin with.
You must not be paying attention when you're editing. There's so many times where I'm just like, that's completely wrong. I hope no one catches this. Now people are going to be like, that was wrong. Should I be messaging them to let them know how dumb they are?
Yeah.
Yes,
Weekly
absolutely.
that we're
Yes.
just fucking idiots?
Oh.
You think
Always.
what you guys think that we're just allowed to judge everybody else and nobody's allowed to judge us?
Mhm.
Tell us we're dumb, stupid idiots, and we'll try to be better. That's the whole point,
Well,
right?
I don't know about that last part, but
I mean, I try to be better.
I don't.
At least one of us is trying.
Ricky's pulling the weight here.
I mean, that has been from the case from the start, but that's okay.
27 episodes I've been doing it. I took 1 week off. It was the Nikki Forels episode.
Nicephorus.
That would be nicer for us if our listeners could do that.
Shut up.
Christian, let's get into the story.
Let's get into some just jangling Christmas stories about possibly assholes. You tell me.
Hope there's no stories about stalking.
Was I supposed to?
Stocking.
Was I supposed to get stocking themed stories for this? Do I need stocking stories?
Yes.
I should have stocked those earlier.
Jesus Christ.
Am I the asshole for gifting my sister pictures of my dog?
Huh?
I'm a bit of a jackass, I will admit. But
Strong
hear me
start.
out. Do you need the internet to tell you your answer to this question now?
He normally starts out by saying, I'm a bit of an asshole, but he had to delete it and be like, no.
No.
Am I a jackass?
So today I was at my parents' house to celebrate Christmas Eve with my side of the family, as this year I'll be spending Christmas with my girlfriends this year. Anyways, we opened presents up early this morning. Something I should note about my sister is that she loves her children, which is great, and I do love my nephews. But every year she gets me magnets, pictures, blankets, and pretty much anything she can plaster her kids on.
That sucks.
While it's nice, I don't have a shrine at my house dedicated to them, and I know this might sound selfish, but I don't really want them as I don't know what to do with them. They end up in a drawer or something, because one year she got me a large tapestry thing with her kids on it, and it was huge. Obviously, I didn't want to hang this up on my wall, as it quite literally covered the entire wall. I never said anything to her, as I don't want to offend her and ruin Christmas. So, that's when I had the genius idea of doing the same thing, but with my dog. I put him in a little tie, took his picture, and put it in a frame. I love my dog as my child, so I figured I'd gift it to my sister. I also got her a $25 Starbucks card, as she's obsessed with them, and I wasn't trying to be petty. Anyways, she opens it up, and her face drops. Then she goes to me and says, "What the fuck am I supposed to do with this?" Without a thought, I said, "Same thing I do with yours. It'll look good on the coffee table." Long story short, she got mad.
Of course.
My family is pretty much on my side, except for a couple of people who thought it was funny, but in the end, dogs aren't comparable to humans. which I don't necessarily agree with,
Yeah, they're way better.
and wasn't the point of the gift, but whatever. I thought it was funny, but I need an unbiased opinion. Am I the asshole?
I think it's funny. I would absolutely do that.
You're only the asshole if, like, let's say you normally spend like $300 and
Yeah.
you spent $275 making prints of your dog and then threw her a $25 bone. If he normally gives her like $30 of Christmas presents and he gave her a gag gift and a $25
Yeah.
gift card, she can fuck off.
It's a weird one where it's like I get where it's like it's not that comparable, but it's like every fucking year, dude. I don't.
Yeah.
It's one thing if it's like a Christmas photo
Mhm.
and it's like not expected to be anything of it.
Like a Christmas card.
But if you're giving me like a fucking blanket with your kids on it and a tapestry for my wall, like I'm not gonna hang that.
No, absolutely not.
How big? What's the biggest sized tapestry of somebody else's children you could have on your wall without it
Zero.
being weird?
Zero, yeah. Unless
not
it's
happening.
your children or your grandchildren, it's bad.
Even still, I think that's weird. No, I mean, we get pictures of our like nieces and nephews and like my cousin's kids all the time. They'll send Christmas cards and school pictures and whatever.
But you guys have the shrine. This guy doesn't have a shrine is the issue.
We just put those pictures on our refrigerator.
Yeah, the shrine.
And I love it. I love
It's
looking
the
at them.
shrine.
But like, I'm not going to hang that up on my wall. I'm not going to. No.
What if I get you a pin of our nieces and nephews? Will
Here's-
you wear the pin?
No.
Here's a novel idea. Why don't you just make like a family calendar? That way you can give them
Boom.
12 fucking pictures and then
Boom.
it's got a functional use.
It's a good idea, Joshua.
What? You should market this. Let's go on to the Shark Tank.
Listen, sharks, I've got an idea. Family calendars, every single one of them in unison, already been done. Fuck, really? Damn, really though? Okay.
Did
back
you
up,
guys
back
get
up.
in on that though?
Calendar tapestry? A tapestry for every month.
I mean, they do make cloth calendars.
What the fuck?
What do you do with it?
I mean,
You tear it like you're a fucking Hulkamania
it's-
dog. You're just ripping your shirt off. You tear
no. It's a full
the fabric tapestry.
length. It's got all 12 months on one fabric.
Yuck.
Imagine having like a towel that's calendar
Yeah,
and
pretty
bringing
much.
that to a beach date.
Ew.
Well, I can't imagine a beach date, so
You know, we're in a very landlocked state, so no beaches around.
I
no
mean,
dates to be seen either.
I mean, there's plenty of dates on the calendar.
Excuse you. Do you know what today is?
yeah, I do. I just wasn't.
Is
gonna
it
bring
like some dumb anniversary, like the first
our
time you guys
11th
kissed?
Our 11th anniversary.
Is it dating?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so an actual one.
Today is 11 years.
I think Christian mentioned that when we were working out the other day.
Didn't come home to flowers or anything. That's fine.
Well, he left him here.
I mean,
He must have mixed them up with the flowers he brought me and just gave me all.
Shut up.
whoops! I gave you a double bouquet.
What, now that we're married, you think you only get one anniversary a year?
Was I supposed to do something for this one? Guys, am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole?
Do you
I feel
have
like
to
when you
keep
get
up
married,
dating?
it wipes out all the other anniversaries.
Oh,
Dating
okay. So we've
anniversary is
not
gone.
been together for 11 years. Just like,
You have, but you ain't got to
10
do a
months.
thing.
But you get
about
rid of that date. You move the date.
it. Like you give it a little like, oh, today was the day.
no.
Maybe you get a little bit like you just crank up the dial of the freaky knob in bed a little bit, and then you go back down the next day.
Are you kidding me? With this vanilla bean?
Just a little bit.
I can I don't know,
Take
make
the
eye
socks
contact
off.
with you.
My God.
We can get a little freaky, and I can hold your hand.
Back to this story. Really funny, like pretense of like seeing how shitty of a gift you can give somebody as a relative, on the pretense of like they can't say anything because they'd ruin Christmas. Just like it'd be a long con, mind you, but
Mhm.
just every year, just a slightly shittier and worst gift.
to see just
Just,
how
like,
far.
start with like a coaster with your children on it, and then like downgrade to like an inverted cross.
You start at a coaster.
Yeah,
A
because
coaster's-
like the first time you get it, it's like
okay,
whatever.
you know what? You're right. The first time you are just gonna be like, huh, cool.
And then the next year you just go to like inverted crosses, and then you get to kind of play it off like, Oh, I thought they were regular crosses.
But they are regular crosses.
No, because what you're
The
hanging
nail
from.
hole
Yeah,
is on the wrong side.
yeah, on all
Oh,
three
it must
of
have
them.
been
All three of them are on the wrong
a
side.
factory
Oh.
misprint.
Sorry, I was walking on I was doing a handstand walking through the store. It looked normal to me. Then the next year, back to child coasters. Because what are they gonna do? They can't call you out like you just gave these to me because it was 2 years ago. It's 2 years ago. Then pictures of your kid on an inverted cross.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
the kid's face plastered over Jesus's face.
And
I can get behind that.
just every year, you're just waiting. Who's gonna call you out?
You just keep flip flopping between the two.
Yeah, it's either inverted cross or child.
I don't know how this keeps happening to me.
But then you have to like do the long con of like decorate your house with like
With all that
inverted
stuff?
crosses. That way you don't seem weird about it. Is this how a cult is formed?
Sounds like
Did
it.
we just create
You
our
are pretty charismatic. I think I will do this.
official Judgies merch, inverted crosses with the logo on it? Thoughts?
We don't really have a logo yet, though.
Our podcast logo.
I mean, it's like, how are you gonna fit that on a cross? I
Well,
feel like it doesn't
And-
translate.
if
well.
you can fit a whole man on a cross, you can fit a goddamn
Hey.
logo.
You know what? You really got a point there. You really just fucking touche'd me, brother.
Christian, the other day, of course, got his hair trimmed. And he made a biblical reference that this is the first time somebody has biblical referenced to me, and I didn't understand it. And he's like, "Oh, I hope I'm not like Samson and lost all my hair or lost all my power and my hair got cut." And I just went, "Haha, yeah!" Immediately Googled Samson hair, and I was like, "That's a Bible story? That shit sounds like an anime. I thought it was like an anime reference."
With Christian, it probably should have been.
That's what I was leaning towards.
Yeah, that's like a 90%
There's an actual
chance.
biblical story where like power is stored in this dude's hair.
Yeah, dude's strong as fuck.
And
then-
we're using that to govern modern morals.
I don't know.
Good call.
This is like back in like the Old Testament. This is like
back before "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" came out
yeah, it's like
in
even
the 1500s.
yeah, it's even earlier than that.
You know,
it's probably
the dawn of all
1400s.
time.
The oldest song of all time.
No, the dawn of all time.
Oh, the
you know,
dawn.
when God created everything.
3,000 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. Talking about the shitty presents, it brought up a memory.
Remember last year, Josh, when you gave me?
No,
Every present we've ever given Josh.
a few years ago, we were at Kohl's shopping for like Christmas presents or something, and we're in like the picture frame section, and there's a picture frame that is supposed to say "'Tis the season," but it was fucked up, and it said "'Tis the Neesons,"
I forgot about that.
and like I have regret every single Christmas time. I'm just like, why didn't I buy that picture
That would be
frame?
so awesome.
Why didn't I buy it? "'Tis the Neesons."
That would be such a good thing to put out every single year.
Mhm.
Why?
You guys could
This
put like a
would've been-
side bet on like whenever you have guests over, who would notice it first, and or whoever noticed it first has to like. It'd be like your version of the mistletoe. Like whoever notices it first gets to like chug a beer or something.
It would be fun.
But no, you fucked it up. And now what are you gonna do? Buy two of them
Man,
and take
imagine-
the letters off of one and then paste them onto the
Yuck.
other with the glue I just got?
Yuck. Hold on. If there's free glue involved here, I could get behind this. I wish it was an 8x10, because we also, like around that same time, we started a white elephant tradition where I just got completely shit-faced. And
that's the tradition.
well, I got shit-faced and took like ugly Christmas photos. I did a photo shoot. And so I gave out just an 8x10 of me just like hammered
In an ugly Christmas
in an
sweater.
ugly Christmas sweater.
And then we gifted the alcohol he drank and the
The sweater,
sweater
to
with
like
the picture frame.
continue
That's pretty cool.
the tradition.
That's pretty awesome, man. Hey,
It
look at
dissolved
me.
pretty quick, but
Oh,
well,
No,
like
it
it
didn't.
still comes around, but it's like no one's getting fucked up anymore.
well, you did give it to your 13-year-old nephew.
Hey,
She
man.
was 10 at the time, all right?
Yeah.
Did it actually go to a kid?
Yeah.
That's really fucking funny. You have to wait 8
She
years.
put it up in her room,
Or
too. She had it
11
on
years.
her dresser all year round
Yeah, my niece got it.
until
That's
she
like-
gave it up the next year.
That's like the worst like CD ever. Like, what's the ROI on that?
But I really wish that "'Tis the Neesons" frame was an 8x10, because that would have been just chef's kiss perfect. Just
I think that year we also printed out like 4x6s of the same picture and replaced all of the family pictures in his mom's house with that picture.
That's pretty good.
well, we had several pictures of me. We swapped out all the pictures of pictures of me. And then after she gave them back, we gifted them to all of our friends at the time.
Not you.
me.
R.I.P.
Yeah, well, I mean, fuck me, I guess. I guess I'm just staring from outside the window, drinking my wine.
I would have gave you one, but it's like 6 bottles. Oh, I don't think so, buddy. And with that, it brings us to our next story.
Why is it called a white elephant party?
I have no idea.
Seems pretty racist.
Because
Continue.
they're fucking gross and you don't want it. Like, if it's a regular elephant, hell yeah.
Let's talk about the white elephant in the room. Ew. Why are you so not gray?
Am I the asshole for replacing myself with my twin brother at my in-laws' Christmas Eve party to see if anyone would notice?
Yeah.
Yes.
What, you mean I just can't parent trap my in-laws?
How do you get someone on board with this? Hey, I hate going to my in-laws. You want to do it for me?
I'm 31 and have an identical twin brother.
How old is he?
Well, the brother's 31. This lady's also 31. What if they
Wait,
were...
hold on. It's a male-female twins?
No, I'm just fucking...
No, they're
Oh.
identical.
For a while...
I was also very confused.
For a while, I've told my wife that none of her family members notice me, senpai, or care about anything I do on Christmas Eve.
He's that meme that is popular right now of him standing in the corner like, they don't know I have a twin brother.
Her family members don't notice me or care about anything I do on Christmas Eve, but they insist on me attending. She told me that that's not true. They genuinely like me and enjoy talking to me. But I know the only times they've included me, I had to basically insert myself into the conversation, and it just feels awkward and unnatural. So I had a wager with my family. I'll bring my twin brothers, Steve, instead of me, and see if anyone notices. The whole family is in on this.
His whole side of the family.
Yeah, his whole side. His wife must also be.
The wife. I purposefully did not prep Steve on anything. He went in completely clueless. He knew why we were doing it, and it was a game. And I also gave him $20. Fair enough, dude.
So he's just in for. I mean, he got the $20, but he's also just in for it for the thrill of the game.
The
Thrill.
pure chaos it's about to create.
He's an actor, guys. As I suspected, Steve confirmed that he wasn't approached all night. Nobody could tell he wasn't me, and he admitted he even felt excluded, and he could only imagine how I felt. He's like, damn, dude, they really don't talk to him like this? We'll get to this thought later. So this morning on Christmas, I invited Steve to join. Normally, he's with my mom and dad every year, and he's not married or in a relationship. They know about him, obviously, but didn't know about the old switcheroo. That was when I revealed that last night I was Steve and expressed disappointment that nobody even noticed and said that this is why I stopped trying. Nobody talks to me.
Fucking yikes.
My wife drew the line there. She was hoping we would keep this between the two of us as a funny prank. But how can I expect her family to see what jerks they've been if I don't expose it? For what it's worth, Steve was fine with it.
That's not worth anything.
Yeah, what? That's...
The last thing I was wondering was, how did Steve feel about the whole thing?
Imagine how rough it would be if, like, Steve went there and just fucking killed it. Family just loved him.
Yeah, this is an absolute lose-lose situation for this guy.
Yo, Steven!
See, this is how I imagine it went down. Is, what did the OP say his name?
No, we'll just call him.
So Tyler comes in, he's just fucking chilling. Like, he's just like, on Christmas Day, it's like, attention, like knocking on the table, like, knife to the glass, like, attention everybody, yes. So yesterday, on Christmas Steve, my brother was here, and according to the law, you guys were bad. in-laws. Because none of you fucking noticed. And then they all just like look at him like, we noticed, man. We noticed. You fucking suck.
It was a stranger. We didn't talk to him.
You guys have different colored hair. He bleached his hair 2 years ago.
He's actually 50 pounds heavier than you, so...
Completely different body types.
He kept mumbling, "Notice me, senpai. Notice me."
He was FaceTiming you the whole time going, bro, I don't think they've noticed yet. Bro. When we asked you and your wife to act like you like each other for a picture, you guys were 2 feet apart from one another. When I said, hey, lean in for a kiss, you guys both looked at each other like you didn't know each other.
You guys got caught under the mistletoe like, I don't know, 18 times. And you guys kept making it weirder every time.
What a horrible fucking idea.
Nah, dude, this is a really
This
cool
dude
idea.
is so conceited that like he can't give up like Christmas. Like, he can't not be the center of attention for one fucking day on Christmas. I imagine it's like a big family gathering where like all these family members haven't seen each other for like a couple months, probably since like Easter or something. And this dude's just like, I don't fit in well. I know what I'll do. I'll make them all feel like shit for Christmas. That's
I'm gonna
my gift
dupe
this
'em.
year.
Yeah, like, I just don't think this dude knows, like, social interactions. Or maybe he sucks and the family just doesn't like him.
Yeah. That sounds
Like,
very...
especially he's like, I have to butt in to
Yeah.
be a part of the conversation. It's like, most of the time people don't like that. Normally if you kind of just hang around, and you'll, like, naturally fall into the conversation.
Oh, actually, no. If you can't do that to your car, because if you run your wheels like that in the winter, then they'll get bare, and then you'll crash.
That's so crazy. Actually, my car doesn't do that.
Oh, no, actually, no. So you say that, but, like, you don't even own a car. It's like you lease it to own. So, like, you can't say my car. It's actually a little bit of a grammar thing I like to do.
Actually, my twin brother.
Okay, can we move on? Because this is really annoying.
You're
actually,
the
my
wife.
wife.
Actually, my wife thinks this is super annoying.
I like how you both said that. Like, you're just both on the same page.
Yeah. This is why he got flowers.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Fucking hate you.
Hey, Josh, can I stay the night? It's raining outside, and she's gonna make me sleep outside.
I am.
We're renovating our dog home as well as our kitchen, and the roof isn't on yet. All right, well, let's let fucking Saint Rick over there calm down over the break. How about that? Sound good?
Never.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
And welcome back.
Nice.
This side of the break.
So while we were on break, I looked up the origin of the white elephant gift exchange. And the term white elephant, this is just straight from Wikipedia, refers to an extravagant, impractical gift that cannot be easily disposed of. The phrase is said to come from the historic practice of the King of Siam, now Thailand, giving rare albino elephants to courtiers? Is that how you say that?
Courtier?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Who had displeased him so that they might be ruined by the animal's upkeep costs.
Huh.
How do you shade a white elephant? Like, it's gonna die immediately from sunburn.
Right? I don't know.
Man, what a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
Interesting.
thank you, Erica. That almost raises... No, I'll go as far as say it does. It raises so many more questions, but we don't need to get into it. Let's get into our Circle Jerk.
Circle Church.
Now, listeners under a certain age or of certain beliefs might want to not listen to this next part. But what are we
It's
talking
gonna get
about?
hot and heavy when we talk about
Butts.
Santa Claus.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Santa baby.
Joshua, how old were you when you stopped believing in Santa?
I
How
mean,
did you find out?
It's not a very good story. I just remember my mom picked me up from some school. I must have been like around the age of like 10. And I think I just said like, how does he make it to every house on time? And my mom just went, well, that's a good question. How do you think he makes it to every house on time? And I said, I don't think he does. And she's like, okay. And I was like, is he real? And she's like, no. And I was like, huh. So is like the Easter Bunny not real too? And she's like, nope. And I was like,
Fuck!
awesome. Okay. Like I just sort of was like, yeah, that makes sense. That a fucking 6-foot anthropomorphic bunny doesn't leave chocolate around.
Sure.
That sexy bunny isn't actually hopping around.
And then I was like, does my brother know? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, fuck. I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. I didn't figure it out.
God! God damn it!
Your story is kind of similar to mine, but your mom was so much nicer about it. She's so much nicer about it. So I was in 6th grade.
Okay. That's normal. I think I was in 5th grade.
I feel like a little old, but
That's like on the edge there.
kids at lunch were talking about Santa not being real, and I was just like, haha, yeah, totally, I already knew that. And inside I was devastated.
And
I was
they bought
like,
it.
this isn't, they don't know what they're talking about. So when I got home from school that day, I was like, hey, Mom, so like some kids at school are saying that Santa's not real. And she goes, are you fucking kidding me? I bet you still believe in the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy too, don't you?
Jesus.
And I was like, no, I don't.
Not anymore.
Only a fucking idiot baby would believe that they were real. But Santa is real, though, right?
Yeah.
I didn't believe in that broke ass tooth fairy. I mean, she only left me like 5 cents every time.
And then she's like, great, since now I know that you don't believe, you can wrap all of the presents for Christmas.
What's worse, finding out that Santa's not real so you get to wrap presents, or getting your fucking license at 16 so you have to go to the fucking store for cigarettes and beer? Well, not beer, I guess. And that's 18. But you get the fucking point.
I do get the point. She's going to be so mad when she hears this. She's going to be like, you made me out to be a monster. But that's just how I
You did
remember
that
it.
yourself, Tasha.
Jesus.
And it's not that she like really forced me to wrap. I love wrapping presents. It's my favorite thing. So I'm okay with it.
Christian, Santa's real. We were just kidding.
Oh, thank God. I was a little worried.
That was all a bit we were doing for the podcast.
The comedy podcast.
I know,
not
and I know
just
in
making jokes and
your
stories.
Catholic
though.
school, they really hammered home that Santa Claus was coming to town every year.
Yeah, Santa Claus and Jesus are they're
The
fucking
same?
boys.
They're the same
They're
person?
not the same.
Oh,
The Father,
They're
the
not?
Son, and the Holy Claus.
that's bad. That was a bad joke.
Hey man, made me go.
Yeah.
You guys want to know how I figured out about Santa Claus
Yeah.
not being real?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just the youngest child by a lot, so
All of your siblings just told you when you were 7.
yeah, it was just broken to me so incredibly early that I don't even really remember a time of believing in a Santa Claus.
That's so sad.
Jesus Christ,
I think,
man.
I think yours is worse than mine.
What the fuck?
And guess what? This is also how I knew the word like shit in like 2nd grade, so that's pretty fucking rad.
I mean, what happened, right? Like, you got an early start and you just fucking, you never
I kinda
took off.
peaked.
You peaked in 2nd grade.
It was back when like I was the kid that knew swear words but like didn't know how to use swear words. So just like, you freaking shit, dude.
I mean, you say that now.
Oh no.
Nothing has changed.
But wait, you were kidding about not being cool now though, right? I am.
Yeah, you're
guess-
cool and Santa Claus exists.
Oh, thank God. Wait. So is Santa real or not real? And am I cool or not cool?
You're definitely cool.
Why do you guys keep looking at me like that when you say it?
Listen, Christian. If Santa is real,
And you are cool?
Then I must be Palestine?
then it's the land of the Jews. So, like,
Huh?
that should tell you something on whether Christmas is a thing.
What?
Okay. Huh, we got really
Really political. Let's talk about the Israel-Palestine conflict.
No, thank you. Mostly because I'm not educated enough to weigh in on the conversation.
I was just thinking this. This is a Christmas hot take. Not really a hot take. But so much around Christmas time and like just in general, it's so like consumer driven and so many things are created to be anti-consumer for the like gaining of profits. But dual-sided Christmas paper, that's like the most pro-sided consumer thing. Because you only buy 2 rolls and you have 4 different papers to go under your tree.
have
Mhm.
4 options.
That's a very Kudos to whoever did dual-sided Christmas paper. Or, yeah, wrapping paper.
Yo, but have you ever had wrapping paper that has the grids on the back so you don't fuck up?
You still do.
You still do. It's so goddamn hard.
Aurora was watching me wrap presents. She's like, "You're the first guy I've ever seen wrap a present well." And I was like, "It's because this is the first present of the year." Once I get to 3, it's just
Just slapping that shit on
all
there.
interest has been lost on my end. Like,
Wrapping presents is my favorite thing.
I'm just eyeballing shit, hoping it fits. It never does. I'm just scrapping together pieces of paper.
It does never fit. You're always like, you have that last scrap piece, and you're like,
You got
it's going to fit in that. And then you go to wrap, and it's like, how is this only covering a quarter of the box?
Aurora was like, I had some that was like that, and she's like, "Oh, just wrap this one diagonally." And I was like, "Fuck off with that." You think I can wrap something diagonally? And she's like, "It's easy. I'll show you." I was like,
Shut
"No,
the fuck up. That's not a
teach me.
thing.
Do not teach me. How do you do the corners? Huh? How do you do the corners? How are you gonna do the corners on a fucking diagonal wrap?"
Oh, next you want me to wrap in a fucking sphere?
Also,
Get the fuck out.
you can't tell once it's all said and done what the seam's slightly different. Sure, but if you hand somebody face first a present, they're not going to see the seam anyway.
No, I actually inspect my entire present before I open it,
Yeah.
because that kind of dictates how much I enjoy the present. Like, if you didn't put the work in...
Christian is, of course, one of those horrible, horrible people who carefully takes off and saves the paper for
Yep.
next year.
I do use a razor blade to make sure I get a clean cut, and
You have a heat gun to heat up the tape to melt the glue. Heat it back up.
Jeez.
But yeah, no, like, if your present comes in shoddily wrapped, is it even worth my time opening it?
Listen, guys, gift bags. Perfect. Low effort. And they look better.
Reusable.
Yeah, reusable.
Reusable, yeah.
They look better. You get to take out some stuffing in there. You're like, ooh.
The tissue paper is
what's in
stuffing.
there?
Worst
now
part
I
of
know.
Thanksgiving? Stuffing. Best part of Christmas? Stuffing.
Present stuffing.
Interesting. And of course, you do put the tissue paper up a turkey's ass before you.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's one of the main ingredients
Mhm.
in stuffing.
Yeah, chives, rosemary, and turkey asshole. The big three.
That's what you got
And
waiting for you
turkey
under the
asshole.
tree.
What'd you say?
I said that's what you got waiting for you under the tree. Turkey asshole.
Turkey asshole. A bottle of turkey assholes in vinegar.
Yeah.
So they're nice and puckered.
Wow.
Puckered asshole, my favorite.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Let's get into the next story, guys. Bring a little more Christmas cheer into our lives.
Were we not just discussing Christmas cheer?
Josh, if you come with me with that fucking attitude, your present better be fucking wrapped right. I'm not even gonna fucking open it.
I bought you
I'm gonna
guys-
toss it in the trash.
I bought you guys the most unwrappable present. I bought you guys something that isn't wrapped, and then I fucked up. So I bought something to wrap, that way I can pair with it. And I think this will be easy. I would just put it in the cart, and then I got home and I was like, that's the worst fucking shape. I might have to wrap it diagonally, and Aurora's gonna fucking come at me so hard.
I mean, this is literally why I hoard cardboard boxes, because you never know what size or shape you need to wrap a present. I got a cardboard box in every size and shape you could imagine. I got a triangular cardboard box. I ain't even kidding.
I definitely don't need a triangular cardboard box.
She was mad.
She just had a really big slice of pizza one day. I was like, I'm gonna save this.
No, it was a poster.
Weird.
We got our like new kitchen appliances. I'm tearing up the box. I'm like cutting it down so it's just not a giant cardboard box. She's like, oh, why'd you do that? We could have saved that. I was like, a giant fucking box? What do you mean?
How many times have you had to spray paint something and you're thinking, I wish I had a giant slab of cardboard so I didn't ruin anything
I wish
else
I had
underneath.
a 4x4x4 cube.
It was, yeah.
You're gonna gift someone a dishwasher?
Do you know how many times we've gifted friends boxes for moving? You, primarily.
This box would be too big for
Yes,
moving.
huh? We gave you boxes for
I
moving.
get boxes from my work.
I gave you boxes for moving.
I'd probably do them
Maybe
away.
the first time.
I probably cut them up and gave them back to Christian.
He would just throw them away. He
He
wouldn't
said,
bring them
"Here's
back
this
to
is
me.
for your stuffing this year."
All right, let's get into the story.
Would I be the asshole for returning my husband's Christmas present after he snooped, opened, and starting using it?
Oof. I'm gonna say yes. No. I take that back. She's not the asshole. Fuck that man.
He sure snooped.
The present was insulin.
Oh no.
Guess you gotta wait. Just as a startup, I would like to say that he literally went digging to find the gift. I hid it in our attic.
Oh.
I hid it in our attic in a tote of summer clothing, which he literally never gets into. He never steps foot in the attic because he's terrified of spiders. So anyways, my husband has been saying for months that the only thing he wanted for Christmas was a VR headset. He's wanted one since they came out with them, so it's been a hot minute that he's been obsessed with these rigs. So when I found the VR he wanted on Black Friday for $200 less than the original price, I immediately bought it.
That's a steal.
When I got home, it's still a $14,000.
It's $200 off, but it's only a 2% savings.
When I got home with the gift, he was in the garage, so I quickly ran the item into the attic and hid it. The item was still in the box, in the bag, with the receipt, not wrapped. When I was in the attic, my husband came inside and yelled up the stairs to ask what I was doing, and I told him I was sifting through stuff to see if I had any extra snow pants for a friend.
Because that would be in the winter box.
Which she had asked me about the day prior.
So she's not lying.
She's a very smart woman.
He didn't question it at that point. However, he must have felt something was up because when I left for work the next day, he found the gift after he went snooping. I came home early from work due to them scheduling too many people, and when I returned, I found him in the living room with the VR all set up and him playing some game. He was fucking watching porn.
He's
We all
definitely
know what
watching
was up.
VR porn. He was playing Beat Saber, if you know what I'm saying. He was beating some sabers.
Meaning he went through the entire setup process and downloaded games already. I was so pissed off and upset about this. Not only did he ruin the surprise, but I didn't get to see his fucking face light up when he opened it. Which I had been looking
my
forward
favorite
to.
part of giving gifts.
A full-face VR mask, she walks in. There's absolutely jovial face. Babe, I love it. But you can't see it because the fucking thing's a whole room.
As soon as he heard me clear my throat, he ripped the headset off and said something like, "Oh, you're home early. I found this and wanted to test it out before you gave it to whoever you bought it for."
Oh my god.
Bullshit.
Solid save, dude. Nah, he fucking saved it.
Women
No,
are
he
so
didn't.
smart and men are so stupid.
Men are the stupidest.
This dude came right back from Jupiter after getting stupider, dude. I will admit that he immediately... Top of his class is a pretty good joke, Erica.
Thank you.
I will admit that he immediately started to cry.
Because he saw a spider in the VR game.
I will admit that me immediately starting to cry was over the top excessive. I was just extremely bummed out. I think that's when he gathered that the item was for him. What? I'm going to use this present before you give it to somebody. However, I walked out, got in my car, and took off to our local park to sit by myself for a minute.
Jesus. I mean, that's also not healthy, right?
Man,
It's also not good.
I mean, that might be a healthy way to, like, not blow up on somebody, I guess.
I just, in my mind, the local park's like a 2.5 hour drive. She's just gone for a day trip.
He texted me and said, "I'm sorry. I didn't know it was for me. You know how long I've waited for one of these bad boys, so I truly just wanted to test it out. I thought it was for your brother.
No, he didn't.
This guy
But no
sucks.
offense, you're acting like you came home and saw me with another woman or something." Because she saw on the TV still he was looking at porn. He thought I was only in the headset.
That's classic. It's that classic strategy of like offering a worse scenario. That way your
Yeah.
scenario looks better.
Or like trying to turn the blame back onto her.
Yeah.
You're overreacting, so you shouldn't be mad anymore.
He should just gaslight her. Put the VR headset on her, gaslight her, show her what really happened. I didn't respond. Would I be the asshole if I returned the gift because he snooped, opened it, and ruined the surprise for me?
No, she's not the asshole. I would
At
do that.
first, I was gonna say that she would be an asshole for returning it, because if it was a gift that he liked, then yeah. But no, this dude doesn't deserve to meet me on fucking line, dude. Server 6 on Shootopia. Right now, I'll fucking fight you. Win or take all. If you lose, give me your fucking VR. If I win, give me your VR. Deal?
Deal? Fuck, I already said deal. Fuck.
Fucking gotcha. You already lost. Give me your VR. Hand it
What?
over. Oculus
shit,
or otherwise.
Here you go, dude. What dude just like, I just wanted to test it out, even if it wasn't my present. Like, I can't get over that fact. I know it's just like him trying to make an excuse.
She drives to the park, comes back, cools down. She's
He's
like,
still playing it.
I understand, babe. I get. Babe, I hit level 7.
Well, you already saw it.
I'm just making sure the whole game works.
I already
does
got
the
caught.
thing
I'm
where-
just gonna do it.
He rips it off again. He's like, what, babe? I was just testing it out again. I didn't get an in-depth look.
This time he's fucking a woman. See, dude? It's not that fucking bad. It could have been this the first time.
You brought this upon yourself.
Now the VR doesn't look as bad, right, Jennifer? I just imagine, like, she goes, cools off at the park, comes back. He's got it all wrapped back up, his, like, tails between his legs. He's just like, babe, I'm sorry. Like, I really crossed the line there. I won't look open. I sincerely was opening it to test it. And she's like, it's okay, Gregory. Like, I get it. They go into the kitchen. The knife set she bought her parents is opened, and she's been cutting fucking onions the entire time. They're stained with tomato sauce. I was testing it out to see. Leaves for the park for longer this time. Comes back. Anal beads askew. What, babe? Yeah, I knew you were buying them for your sister.
I had to test them out. You know me. I have to test out every gift before we give it out.
And the important information that, of course, the wife left out is that he is a professional Amazon product reviewer.
Oh, shit.
And he's working from home, so he's like, 2 birds, 1 stone. I've never tested out a VR headset.
Dude, this is going to be such a good review.
And 5-star review. Hey, if your wife gets mad, just say could have been fucking a girl. It works. Still married.
You mean this isn't for your brother?
My brother died 6 years ago. You know that,
God.
Gregory.
Oh my God.
Steven never existed, Gregory. You kept saying that I tried to parent trap you with someone named Steven. Steven's not real. My family just doesn't like you.
I have a really distinct memory of not talking to Steven at that party. Are you sure?
That was you ignoring me, saying that I just have to test it out, babe. You were testing out the salt shaker for 3.5 hours.
The salt was still iodized. It was still iodized.
Oh, it was a salt shaker? I thought that was the butt plug. What?
Anything is
Oh
butt.
no.
Anything's
the
a
anal
butt
beads?
plug.
Oh, imagine a salted anal ring.
Ugh.
Turkey or otherwise. Do you have another one or nah?
I unfortunately don't. It's really hard to find good Christmas stories on Reddit, surprisingly.
Before Christmas, I should say.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a plenty.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is
A lot of
'cause-
these subreddits sort of blew up in the past year.
so maybe
all thanks to us.
We'll blow up in
You're
The next
welcome.
Moderators at r/am I the asshole send us the check in the mail.
I did find one story that was like kind of good. And this is the first time I've ever seen it, but like the opening line is the person saying, I don't want this story reposted or shared on anywhere else. And I was like, is that legally binding?
Yeah, like, what are they
or
gonna
can
do?
I... Yeah.
That's like going out in public naked and saying, don't take a picture of me
I
or
was-
else.
Yeah, I was just like, so do I respect their...
That's like on the NFL before a game. It says, this is for the express written consent of the NFL and shall not be aired on any other thing. And then you go on YouTube and there's like 1,000 fucking highlight videos.
Yeah. So I saved it. Let's read it.
Yes. So the start, I, 27 male, live at 1600 25th Street in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's just all personal information. My phone
Mine-
number is 672-999-8131.
My name is Brian Waffleson. Here's my social security
Waffleson.
number so you know that I'm a real person.
Look me up. My credit score is exactly 652. Wait, 632 now. Wait, 534. 6 new lines of credit have been opened in the last 10 seconds. Speaking of lines of credit, we need to credit some of our fans. Thank you for listening to our episode. If you liked it, please share it to your friends, to like-minded individuals, to unlike-minded individuals.
To your enemies.
Play it at Christmas. Play it at New Year's. Play it at Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Play it at President's Day. Play it at St. Patrick's Day. Fuck, did I skip Easter?
No.
Well,
Play it
maybe
at Easter.
possibly.
Oh, does it sometimes
He
switch?
skips Mardi Gras.
No.
You did skip
We can't do Mardi Gras during COVID.
All the rest of them are
That's-
still good. You're cool on all the rest of them.
What am I supposed to do with my President's Day party?
I know what you could do for your President's Day party.
Play the Judgies.
Play the Judgies. And where would they find that at on social media, Richard?
You can find us on Instagram and on Twitter at JudgiesPod. That's JUDGIES pod.
And the email?
The email, if you're so inclined, be so inclined to send us a story or to tell us that we're fucking idiots and correct us, you could send that in to judgiespod@gmail.com. In case you didn't know how to spell that, that's JUDGIES pod@gmail.com.
And of course, everyone, happy holidays. We'll see you next week for New Year's. Bye.
Bye. The Judgies love